This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Welcome to Holocron History, Star Wars Canon versus Legends, where we take a deep dive into the Star Wars universe, such as characters, creatures, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Kadojo. Welcome back, Acolytes, Adepts, to another episode of Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. I am your host, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Kadojo.
Hello there.
And today, today's going to be different because, we were talking about all things Old Republic. We were going over all the conflicts in SWTOR that is currently in there. We did part 1 and 2 of the War of Zakul. So this time, because May 4th, as of recording this, was yesterday, on Monday, May 4th. Today, as we're recording, is Revenge of the 5th. So, there you go. So today, we are going to go over awesome May 4th stuff, because May 4th happened. Not any news, shockingly. We didn't really get any
was
news.
one piece of news.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. In 2025, there was 33 billion minutes of Star Wars watched.
Oh, wow.
That was the only piece of news that came out yesterday, as far as I'm aware.
That's
that
fair.
They announced that.
Sorry, no, there is one piece. It wasn't on StarWars.com or anything. But so everybody knows we're getting Fate of the Old Republic, which is a new game in the Old Republic era, which is canonical, which is made by the original director who did KOTOR 1. If you look at the team, because they announced who's on the team, they're like 90% ex-BioWare devs.
From the good era.
Yeah, so a lot of people from Mass Effect and Dragon Age from the early days. And some people who actually worked on KOTOR 1
My question is
why
on
the team. And I was like, oh, you don't say.
my question is, why aren't they using the old KOTOR team to help with the remake?
Because most of them probably moved on with other stuff, or moved to different devs, or maybe got out of the business entirely. We don't know. I mean, KOTOR 1 came out in 2003.
Yeah.
So it's been over 2 decades since that game.
Don't make me... don't...
No, what was cool also, Star Wars did post a really cool illustration celebrating May 4th. Everything on it was canonical, except for one of there's the left side of it. If you go and look at it, I reposted it on X and Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and you can find it on social media too. But the left side is all Old Republic and SWTOR. It's KOTOR 1 and SWTOR characters specifically. Yeah. And it's like, oh.
You got mission.
What is this?
Hang on, there's a picture of it. I gotta go find it again.
I posted it in the Discord.
Yeah. It's mission. Viso, something like that.
What mission?
Oh, there it is. Mission
not on there.
Yeah. Go scroll up further. May 1st.
Is there a new one, or is there a different one?
Yeah, scroll up. May 1st.
I'm on the Discord.
Holocron history, lore discussion.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
I posted it yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah, the 4th. I don't know which one you're looking at. I don't have anything on here from the May 1st.
Are you looking at your Discord?
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the freaking figures?
Yeah,
Oh, no, I'm talking about the illustration.
illustrations.
Yeah, on May
Oh,
4th. The May the 4th
okay.
illustration that has Malgus, Lana,
Oh,
Cena,
that.
Revan, Jolie, Bastila, and HK-47.
As well as a swoop bike.
And a swoop, yeah. Well, that's from Galactic Racer.
There's
'Cause
a
they use
Lego Boba Fett on there too.
Well, yeah, it's just celebrating. Hey, because it's in Lego form. No, but yeah, they also Hasbro announced a bunch of new Star Wars action figures for the Black Series, which are all up for pre-order. They have the Mission and Karth 2-pack, only exclusive on Amazon. Don't know if it's still up or not, but I did snag a pre-order, so I am getting that, which is going to be great.
I always thought Mission was cute.
Yeah.
What?
She's just fine. We did have there. I know you posted this, the Nihilist and the Darth Treya 2-pack, which this was announced like 2 or 3 months ago. This was announced forever ago. This is not available anymore because I have a coworker of mine try to buy this, and the pre-orders are gone. Personally, in my personal opinion, it should not be Nihilist. It should be Scion. Because they've already done already done a Nihilist Black Series twice.
Yeah.
They did the original wave, which was exclusively through GameStop, back in like 2018, I think it was 2018, 2019, and then they did a reissue back in like 2022, 2023.
Yeah. Now, my question is that are they going to have a little clear plastic stands for Treya's lightsabers?
Yes, yeah, they
she
already
technically never has them in her hand.
Correct. If you look at the photos that Hasbro posted out when they originally announced it, there's little stands for her sabers that like go around her and whatnot, which is still pretty cool. And then they also announced a few other stuff. They announced some new clone troopers, specifically from the Clone Wars, and then the clone commando from Battlefront 2, just the standard clone commander, not like the Boss or Scorch or Fixer or any of them.
Just a generic.
Yep, just the generic clone commando. And then, but the major other ones they announced were the Republic Trooper from SWTOR. Yes, the Old Republic.
I love that helmet design.
I love the armor they have in Old Republic. It's just the trooper armor in that looked so much cooler. And yes, it was still based off Mandalorian armor. Funny enough,
because they're a warrior culture. They're going to be on top of the top of the armor and weapon designs.
Yep. And then we have not Bastila. We already have a Bastila. Satele Shan as a figure coming out, which is awesome because I already have Malgus. And yeah, they did a Malgus Black Series, 2022-ish. It was a couple years ago when they did Malgus. Maybe. It was back. It was during the year that Hasbro changed all of their box designs where they didn't have windows. Yeah. It was just the art on the box. And they had a lot of issues with it, so they literally changed it back to the plastic windows where you can physically see the character.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had a lot of issues with people returning product to stores that weren't the actual character. Someone, like, say they bought it, took the character out, repackaged, put a different figure in, and returned it to his said store. Yeah, that happened a lot. Not with me, because when you open a figure, it's yours. No, if you open an action figure, you keep it. Like, we don't return them. So that's their own fault.
No backsies.
Exactly. You buy it, it's yours. Go buy. Yeah. So that was something. But yeah. So I mean, there wasn't really anything other than that for May 4th. They did game sales, obviously, for a bunch of Star Wars titles such as Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. The Jedi series. We
I
got
don't
the
did,
release date for. Well, they did the release date for Galactic Racer of the previous week, which is
Yeah, I
coming
was gonna
out
say you
October
posted it, but I
6th.
don't think we announced it.
No, we did not. We didn't talk about it. Comes out October
Too loud.
6th.
October 6th. Two editions, as it were, standard and deluxe edition.
And there's actually a collector's.
Oh
There, there is a
well,
collector's, but the collector's is to me is meh.
I'm on Steam. I only see a deluxe edition, so
Well, yeah, because the collector's has physical stuff. That's why
yeah, that's why.
you get like a statue of a land speeder
Hmm.
for from the game. It's the one on the cover art and everything. It's all right. You get a cool flag. That's an airbrush. I mean, that's really cool. But I'd rather go on.
I'm looking at the speeder here, and it looks like the swoop bike from your post.
Does it?
Yeah, cockpit in the back, and then two engines up front, split. It's just like a updated design variant. I think they're teasing us again, tickling our balls with this.
You didn't have to say that.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. Look at the lead speeder on there, and then look at the picture that you posted, and it's very similar.
Yeah, fair point. Pre-order today. I wonder, do they have the collector still up? Get this edition. Let's see. The U.S. is. We didn't even have it available at GameStop.com. I don't care what you guys say. Is it still available? Temporary out of stock. Yeah, it's already out of stock. I mean, you get the cool flag. This is, I think this. Oh God, what's that in Arabic? Oh God. I don't even know what that says in Arabic. Is that a BOO?
What are you looking at?
The flag.
Oh.
It's a purple flag that you get, but it has 4 letters in Arabic. I'm trying to remember what that spells.
All right, I gotta look up this collector's edition.
Oh God. Arabic. Let's see. That is BOO L. Ball. BOOL. That's going down. Oh wait, no, that's not an L. Or is it?
Arabic.
That's an L. That's like backwards. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Or lob if you turn it the other way.
I don't know. Maybe they're just making stuff up now.
That's odd. I don't like that.
And I'm looking at Airbus right now, and their V is a Y, and their Y is a V, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, the L's backwards.
Well, okay. Hang on. Besh Oshk. Where's the L here? Dang it, I lost the L. Lith.
Huh.
Boshkalith. Because they have the pronunciation of Arabic, and B is Besh, the O is Osk, so it's Besh Oshk. Dang it, I lost the L. Lith.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I don't like that. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, it's land speeder model. It's It looks cool.
Now I will say the deluxe edition does have a Naboo and 1 Starfighter livery, which doesn't look too bad.
No, that looks cool. That definitely looks cool. Now, if they do a collector's for Zero Company, depending on the collector's edition, I probably will buy that.
Yeah, it's very tempting. Of course,
Just
we have to
depends
wait.
if we actually get one. They did confirm it will be coming out this year still. Or not Respawn. The studio that makes Zero Company came out during May 4th and was like, see you very soon. Saying that, oh, you guys are going to have some news for us here soon. All right, cool.
Will we
Anyway,
get Zero Company before GTA 6 or after?
good question, because we still don't know when that game drops. And there's also apparently analysts saying, hey, the game's going to be an $80 game. And that's what then Rockstar's trying to move the game pricing to $80 now. And I was like, how about no?
Rockstar can get away with it. It's GTA 6. Everyone's gonna be an idiot.
Don't remind me. I have to deal with it.
So anyway,
So, what else we're talking about today for our May 4th episode? Because yeah, this is a May 4th episode. Maul finally had its season finales. Its last two episodes had a conclude season 1 because yeah, we're getting a season 2. They already confirmed it. We're getting a season 2. And if you watch the last two episodes and see the ending of episode 10, we're definitely getting a season 2
oh yeah,
because there's things left way open.
oh yeah.
So Dojo, we haven't really talked about this. So this is a first for both of us. What did you think when watching the first couple episodes of Maul?
I was hopeful that it would focus more on Maul's criminal empire, him trying to either rebuild it or take down his rivals, those who betrayed him
Oh,
when he
whoa.
got captured.
That's like the synopsis of the story.
I know. For first three
Whoa.
episodes. After that, kind of went off the rail a little bit for me.
Yeah. How'd you like the new animation they used?
It was all right. I think it was appropriate. It looks a little gringy, a little dirty, which is perfect for
Oh,
Maul in the setting.
for the tone and everything?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And for anybody who hasn't watched Maul yet, you don't need any prior Star Wars like knowledge of shows. Preferably watch Clone Wars because it's a couple years after the Clone Wars ends.
Hmm.
So you do want to know like Order 66 and all that stuff, obviously, and you need to know what the Inquisitors are. We
I wonder
do.
if
Oh, go on.
I wonder if this takes place same time as Clone Force
You mean Bad
99.
Batch?
Bad Batch, yeah. Although I think it's
Um,
later because Bad Batch takes place immediately after Order
yeah,
66.
Bad Batch. Let's see.
Because they show the Order 66 being executed, and it's
Yes.
like so. This is probably about 5 to 6 years later, maybe.
Yep. So Bad Batch spans from 19 BBY to around 17 BBY. Um, so it's only within 2 years. Maul starts around. Of course, I type in Maul timeline and it just his life. Maul Shadow Lore takes place in 18 BBY. Wait,
So yeah.
sorry, no,
Hmm.
sorry, 17.
Okay, so
17
about
BBY. So
three
it
three
like it.
years.
So 3 years after the end of the Clone Wars and the rise of the Galactic Empire, which
Yeah.
it literally like so if you watch Bad Batch, you go immediately directly in Maul because that's the next in the continuity in the timeline.
Yeah.
But
But
regardless, you don't need any other shows. None of the other shows really connect them all except for
mhm.
actual Clone Wars because obviously Maul's backstory, you'll see scenes
Yeah.
from the Clone Wars in Maul, and then obviously references back to the Clone Wars and also Revenge of the Sith and Phantom Menace and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
which is really cool. But tone of the show much darker than we ever seen.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Maul is like episode 1 where we see him like just brutally take down a bunch of police officers.
Yes, because that happened. The first thing we see is the heist for the credits,
Mm-hmm.
and the cops come, and I don't know if it's actually cops or just the security bots.
Oh no, you're right. It's security bots. It's not the cops. It's the security. That's what it was.
And so he has a very cold entrance when he just ups and slaughters those bots. But I
Yeah, he
like the
also
fact that
slaughtered a lot of people where he was
true,
brutal. Like they
yeah,
did some brutal scenes in this show where like, oh,
yeah,
like you see stabbing, like you see lightsaber stabs to the chest where people straight up die. You
oh yeah,
see obviously like scenes to where people get cut in half, but like it goes into like a like pan out to where you don't physically fully see it, but
uh-huh.
you know what happens.
Keep it a
Like,
little
you know what?
PG-13 there.
Yeah, they don't show everything,
Although I
but
think the most brutal was this is like episode 10, 9 or 10, where they're trying to get across this lake of toxic
oh yeah,
sludge.
yeah, where he
And
throws his saber
one of
and
the
kills three of them
one
all at once.
yeah, and one of the underlings
Mm-hmm.
just grabs like three stormtroopers and sacrifices himself into the sludge, and you just see them slowly dissolve into the black goo.
Yep,
It's
because
like,
it's acid.
eh.
It's all acid. It's an acid
Ugh,
sludge pit. But yeah, no, the tone's much darker than any
darker.
series that
Oh
we've
yeah,
seen and like have, which is really cool. And
yeah.
then I mean,
And I also
I
like the
really
first
like
three episodes is that you have a main character. What was his name? Uh,
Lawson.
Lawson, Brander Lawson, who's a
Mm-hmm.
detective, a cop, who's trying to, fight the criminal underworld. And his partner, Two Boots, a robot, he's like, oh, we got, contact the Empire if we see this individual, aka Maul. And Lawson's like, no, 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 we don't want the Empire involved in this. If they come here, they'll stay. They're not leaving.
Yep.
Which, true to nature, they show up and they don't leave.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very much this first three episodes is focused on the criminal underworld on this planet. And he's trying to fight this without the Empire, and it just doesn't go that well, unfortunately. Maul is using a local crime lord, Luti. Is that how you say his name? The little small guy,
Yeah, from the Pikes.
Valerio. He uses him to get to the Pike Syndicate, kills the
Mm-hmm.
guy in charge, puts another guy in his place, and says, "Okay, you're in charge. You answer to me." We're getting the Shadow Collective back together, baby. Um,
Yeah, and Maul has a small mercenary force of Mandalorians. We have a Mandalorian. Oh God, what's her name? It's
Rook
Rook.
cast.
Yeah, Rook comes back from the Clone Wars. Still follows Maul. Maul like meets Devon, who is the Jedi Padawan in the series. Tries to get her to become his apprentice, which we'll talk about in the later half of the show. Things happen. But yeah, no, things get real brutal right at the get go of the show, which was very different tone. This show was really cool. Back to the animation, the knit and gritty. It's very gritty and dirty animation style, which I think fits with the tone.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also get this is really cool behind the scenes thing they did when Maul ignites his saber. They actually embedded Sam Witwer, the voice of Maul, in the background of when he ignites his saber.
I may have to re-listen
It's
for that.
so cool. You can hear in the first episode when he first ignites it. You can easily hear it then because there's not any other like background noises going on during that time. It's very quiet. But you can hear Sam screaming when he ignites the saber. And I was like, oh, that's such a cool, like little, like, nod thing in there. It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and then after that, it kind of gets a little weird. Maul wants Devon as an apprentice. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
made this joke off podcast last week. I don't know if you want me to repeat it about Maul
With
and his
apprentices?
need. No, well,
Like, he wants an apprentice all the
well, yeah,
time.
I was like, well, why is he always after apprentice? Is he gonna show up on the Epstein list?
Oh. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, Maul is always like, it's weird. But, like, I mean, all of Maul's apprentices have been of age, so you can't really say that.
Except for Ezra, he was still You're still a kid.
He was over the age of 14. I would that's no. Well, no, by the time actually by the time that he meets Maul, he's around 14, and then when
14,
he has this
15?
then when he has the Sith holocron going into season 3, he's at least 16
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah.
Because he definitely aged.
Yeah.
By the end of the
Growth spurt.
series, by the end of season 4, he's like 17, 18 at that point.
Yeah.
So
excuse me.
can't really, he can't, because and his first apprentice was his own brother.
Yeah.
So you can't really say that. It wouldn't work.
Anyway, so after he gets the Pike syndicate sorted out, he goes back to the planet to finish up some business there, and that's where he kind of becomes tunnel visioned. He goes after
he gets a lot more tunneled, skewed with trying to get Davin and Dev for short.
Yeah.
So
and she shows frustration for not. She spent her life in Jan Temple. They were trained to be diplomats and knights, not everyday people like Sentinels were.
Correct.
And so they're having a hard time adjusting to this.
Well, she is specifically.
Yeah.
Her master, not so much. But what do you? I mean, I don't know if you caught this, but like how the show starts is like a crime drama. I don't know if you noticed, which I really enjoyed that pacing to where the pacing was like a crime drama, and I was like, this is really cool. Like I really like the change of the dynamic of how they're telling the story. Much different from Clone Wars, so very different from Rebels, because that's your standard, like, point A to point B, where this one's like kind of going a back and forth situation, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was awesome in my opinion. Like I really liked the crime drama part of the show. Mind you, there will be spoilers for, if you haven't watched the finale, or if you haven't watched Maul and you're still listening to this, go watch Maul, come back later, because we're obviously spoiling the entire season for you. And it just ended, and if you haven't been spoiled online yet, because I was getting a bunch of freaking TikTok on my TikTok feed, was a bunch of like people reacting to the show. So but let's take a quick mid-break, thank our patrons, and we'll be right back.
Visible puts the ultimate wireless hack in the palm of your hand. With unlimited 5G wireless data and hotspot designed to keep you connected, powered by Verizon's 5G network. And no contract holding you back. Plans start at $25 a month, or get the premium Visible Plus Pro plan and save $10 on your first month when you use promo code HACK. Make the switch at Visible.com. Terms apply. See Visible.com for details.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything but the podcast. Has nothing to do with the lore of Star Wars. We want to thank all of our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And if you too want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/holocronhistories, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. You can also leave us ratings and reviews on Apple and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review on Apple with some words, or a nice Spotify comment. Read it out loud next time on the show, which we do have some Spotify comments today. So we have one from our AT-AT Legends episode from Noah M. saying, some of the Death Star scenes are just paintings. Because I think I said something about like the behind the scenes of how they did some of the scenes and everything, which is true. Yes, some of this, like, there's a lot of scenes that are literally just paintings. Space is literally
like
the all space scenes were literally a blackboard that they just poked holes into it to make stars. That's all they did. George Lucas was so creative when he made these films.
Well, plus he was on a shoestring budget for the first one.
Oh, absolutely. First one had barely a budget at all. And funny enough, you can actually, I saw a video actually of this today. When you went and watched the original New Hope in theaters, originally when it came out in 1977, Jabba the Hutt was a dude, just a standard guy.
Yes.
And then, because I have his, they did a Funko Pop of Jabba the Hutt, but it was his human form, not his alien slug. To where when when they were able to do the remasters of the original series, that's when he brought in to where he was able to do the green slug.
Well,
Because he didn't have a
then,
CG budget back then.
Then by Return of the Jedi, was he a slug then?
I think he was a slug in Return, the original Return,
Okay.
rather than A New Hope. Because A New Hope, like you said, they didn't have a budget, and they wanted to do CG, but CG back then was so expensive, especially for a character moving and everything.
Well, now that I think about it, that scene you're talking about in the original theatrical wasn't even in the film. They cut it, I think.
Did they?
Yeah, I think they cut it because that was a cut scene.
It might have been. I don't remember.
Han goes to his ship, and then Jabba's looking for him.
Yes.
I think that was a cut scene. So anyway,
it might have been. I don't remember. Someone, you can remind me. But also Noah, on our AT canonical episode, saying, I like the Family Guy episode something Dark Side. Chris playing Luke, and the AT is pregnant. It is funny. That is funny. Mind you, we will not be deep diving into the Family Guy episode because it's not canonical or anything. It's just a parody, and parodies are parodies.
But the Family Guy parodies are pretty good, though.
Yeah,
I like them.
They are. And then Neo, going back to our Tatooine Legends episode. Cool episode. Keep going, guys. Also, a fun fact. In Portuguese, Tatooine is pronounced Tatooine. I wonder if this has a common ancestry with Javanese.
They do. That's a possibility. They do see Houtini. So it's possible.
It is very possible.
I mean, God, where are they? Tangier? Tangier? I think that's where they filmed it. Tangiers?
Let's see. What were Jawas based on? Indonesian.
Oh, okay.
Jawa origins depending on the context, the invasion, the motorcycle brand. Interesting. So the language was created by sound designer Ben Burt. The Java language was based on Zulu, a member of the I'm not going to say it's a Congo language. With Burt speeding up with native Zulu readings or recordings to create a high-pitched, rapid speech pattern. Well, that's cool. Okay. And it became the prototype for other alien and non-electrical languages in the franchise. Okay, that's pretty cool. Anyway, you can also find us on a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are the Dragon Ball Lorecast, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. Pause there, because I was like, hey, which one do I need to say? I have so many.
Six shows, people.
6 shows total. Actively 5. So, mind you with that. But, yeah. And then, and no, nothing in the news portion today because we're talking about stuff in this. So, let's get back into more of our May 4th episode.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his Perfect Bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
All right, so back with Maul. But before we get back to Maul, I completely forgot to go over some of the new Shop Disney stuff that they put out.
Uh-oh.
And oh my god, I'm very tempted on a lot of it. So there's a new Mando helmet that has a voice modulator now, which is awesome. They have some new sculpted Mythosaur mugs from Galaxy's Edge. There's some new Droid Factory figure sets. It's all the BDX Droid Factory droids, which is cool.
Yeah.
Some other figures. There's a new Bo-Katan on her throne that lights up. It's a pretty cool statue. The Jejek board is back. They released a limited edition Maul Shadow Lord Legacy box. Now, mind you, these Legacy sabers have been out for over 6 years. It's just now in a fancy box.
Yeah.
With a numbered box and lithograph. That's mainly it. There's a new May 4th collectible key that if you are anybody who collects like the collectible like Disney keys, they brought those. There's new variant covers of the Galaxy Ed issues that goes with a figure and a collectible coin based on said figure. So there's Doc Ondar, DJ Rex, Chewbacca, and a First Order Stormtrooper.
Yeah. Oh, and Hondo.
And Hondo. Thank you. There's 5 because there's 5 issues of Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
I have the trade paperback, so like I have the comics already. Because when I first saw these, like, oh crap, I need to get these. But it's like, wait, do I buy only one? But I want to read the comic. And then I looked up what comic it was. It's like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge issue number 1 through 5. And I was like, oh, I already own these because these came out like in 2019.
And there's also, I like this, great holocron with lights and sounds.
They have a new great holocron. And if you read the description of the holocron, because I almost bought it, and I'll be able to buy it when I go to Disney. But it is compatible with all kyber crystals, and it can combine with the Jedi and Sith holocron for unique sounds and the quotes and stuff. Because I have the Series 1 Jedi and Sith holocron. If you combine them, it's the Bendu talking. If you have the Series 2 Jedi holocron and Sith holocron and combine them, it's the father from the Mortis arc. Which is really cool. And if you combine different variations of the holocrons, you get different voices from the daughter and the son. There is a new Jedi lightsaber box. It is made of wood, has Arabesh written Jedi. It has the Jedi emblem in the center of it, and it's fully made of wood, which is really freaking cool. And it's only $55, which is so much better than me going on Etsy and paying over $150 for a one of these boxes. Because I almost bought one on Etsy, like a wooden like lightsaber box to put my hilts in, but now I can actually buy one from Disney for so much cheaper. Let's see here. They put up Obi-Wan's episode 1 saber, a legacy saber up on Shop Disney as well. There's a whole new line of Mandalorian Grogu merch, a bunch of new Maul merch as well. They brought back the Star Tours Star Speeder 1000 replica of the Star Speeder you go into for Star Tours, which is really, really cool. And if you've never been on Star Tours, I highly recommend it, because if you go, say for an example, you go to Disney World, Star Tours lines are like maybe 5-10 minutes long. That's it.
Yeah. They're pretty quick.
They're really quick, but the scenes, actually, they do update the scenes periodically, and they actually throw them out in different orders too, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Trying to see what else, if they have anything else new on here. Oh, they have a new Jedi Temple guard mask, which is wearable, which is very tempting to get. They have the new they put up the hilt for the Temple Guard as well, which I need to. Can they combine? Does it have a coupler? How much is it? Okay, that's standard hilt price. Includes hilt case with hinged lid and lined interior. Assembly Jedi. Okay, yep. Connected with a Jedi Temple Guard hilt. Can be connected with second Jedi Temple Guard hilt with an adapter. Oh, the adapter is sold separately. Ah, crap. That means I actually have to go to Disney because they only sell the couplers at Disney. There is a new Jango Fett voice changing helmet, which is cool. You can actually now buy the Sabacc decks from Galaxy's Edge on the website as well.
Yeah.
If you want to play Sabacc. They have the new Skiff Guard Vibro Axe roleplay accessory as well. They brought back the Quintino safe. Or Quintano safe. Let's see here. What else? They put up a bunch of stuff for May 4th. There's so much Star Wars merch on their store. I think they have as much Star Wars merch as like all the other stuff combined. They have so much Star Wars merch.
Well, it is May the 4th, so.
Well, I'm talking about in general.
Yeah.
They just have a lot. Oh my god, why is it freaking repeat? I hate when it repeats.
So, well, back to Maul.
Yeah, you can keep talking about Maul.
Okay, good. So meanwhile, Davin.
Sorry, Davin's lightsaber hilt is also up on sale.
Really?
Yes, and it's a limited edition apparently.
Davin is expressing frustration to her master, and Maul senses this and he plays on that. He feeds that little darkness that's in her. And then the Inquisitor, and then the Empire shows up, and they show up, and what I'm guessing is one of the earliest Star Destroyers at this point, because they still use the LAATs.
Yeah, they still use the LAATs. Yep.
Yeah, and they're using that weird early Stormtrooper armor.
Yeah, that's also true.
And you just see the presence in the city, and what Lawson feared comes true.
Yeah, they come in and they don't leave. Oh, by the way, the Inquisitor is also very familiar because it's an Inquisitor we've seen.
Well, both are.
Well, both are. But the main one the first Inquisitor we see is Mark, who you might know from Ahsoka.
Who was played by Sam
he
Winter.
Wasn't dead.
When he was alive.
Because Mark in Ahsoka, he's already dead, but he was resurrected with Night Sister magic.
Yeah.
To where the Mark we see in Maul is alive. Like, he's a full-on live person under that mask.
I half expected him to end up dead by Maul and him just delivering him to the sisters for, here you go, here's your new puppet for you. To stay on their good side.
I feel like we'll probably get in season 2.
Yeah. Because they show a lot of main characters' death on screen.
Oh, yes, they did. They saw a lot of main character deaths.
So, in my opinion, unless the main character died on screen, they're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Because Captain Lawson...
if they quote-unquote die off-screen, they're not dead.
Yeah,
let's be honest. Well, they can be. We'll get to it when we get to episode 10. Or no, episode 9. It was episode 9.
Yeah. So Lawson and Maul.
I think it was 9. I don't know. Anyway, go on.
Lawson and Maul finally have a confrontation between their, law and criminal organization. The two Jedi face off against Maul, and the Jedi Master managed to nick Maul in the leg, sort of like upper leg towards the hip, and that plagues him for the rest of the season.
Oh my god, it does. It gets in it, and not just that, it just plagues him. It constantly gets battered more, where they someone sees the damage. Oh, and they go
play
for
on
it
that,
again.
Play on that.
And I've seen people comment "Oh my god, they're like robotic legs. Why can Maul feel pain?" And it's like, first off, to move said legs, you have to connect them to his nerves. Yeah,
but that doesn't necessarily mean they should have pain receptors in there, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I would imagine they would, because any type of appendage, I would imagine would have pain receptors. just that no, it's damaged or whatnot. Not
I guess
all,
it's personal
obviously,
preference.
but I feel like for Maul, it's personal preference because the more pain, the more hatred, the more power that you can get.
Yeah.
For a Sith, it makes sense to feel pain.
Yeah. And so the Jedis lose that fight, and then Two Boots finally calls in the Empire. Empire shows up, and the
Oh, God.
Inquisitor shows up.
Which is Mark.
Yeah. And then they do a quick little investigation. Mark confronts Maul.
Mhm.
And it's like, well, he contacts, I'm guessing Darth Vader
That's
or
what
the Grand Inquisitor.
I want to
I'm not
say.
sure which.
I want to say it was Vader.
Yeah. He says, well, I found 2 Jedis and Maul. What do you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
So they send in a backup.
Another, and I call him Crow.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
call this guy Crow because his mask is literally a crow skull, essentially.
And this Inquisitor was in Ahsoka.
Yes, this is the Inquisitor that Ahsoka kills in Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah.
To where so we know where this in the timeline, this takes place well before they find Ahsoka in her hiding hole.
Yeah. And so those two now start hunting Maul and gang. Lawson has a CI who tries to help them but gets killed. And they're just basically from episode 7 onwards, they're on the run.
Yep.
And I feel bad for Lawson's kid.
Oh my!
He is the
Riley,
one true victim in all of this. He's
the
one
only
true
victim.
Yeah.
He's the only victim. He's the only innocent in the entire group. Did not need to be there.
Yeah, the Jedi show up to Lawson's apartment, which how the hell did they know where he lived? He invites them in, gives them some, tea or whatever. The master and captain talk, and all of a sudden the Empire's there on the front door.
Yep.
And then from there on out, it's just a run and gun for their lives. Meanwhile, on Maul's side, some of his mercenaries are starting to complain. It's like, hey, we shouldn't be here by now. We should have left days ago.
Oh, I want my credits. No, leave
credits. And I want to split. And they get killed off eventually.
Oh yeah, when they get killed off, they all get killed off at once.
Oh yeah.
And then we see a confrontation with the Inquisitors with Maul on a bridge where then said mercenaries of they're Mandalorians try to run and get completely taken out by missiles in a ship. So
yeah, a lot.
Very oof.
And there, God, what's that? Zabrak. That's the name.
Zabrak.
He has 2 Zabraks from his homeworld with him. One of them sacrifices their lives to save Maul from the Inquisitors.
Yep.
He has a brother. He sees this. He's in pain, anguish, whatnot. And Maul escapes, and he does a funny little. He lights his. He's falling. Lights his lightsaber. Does a spin his Master Sidious used on the Jedi. While screaming. You just hear that.
Yeah, that's true. I remember that. I actually watched that today. So, and then what the next episode was mainly seeing actually more of Maul's backstory, which we don't get. We didn't know how Sidious recruited him. We didn't know any of that stuff. We got a little bit of that in a backstory of him seeing his younger self in visions. And then also towards the end of the visions, him accepting his younger self.
Yeah.
And declaring it's I'm never going to let anybody I will never let Sidious do this to anyone else ever again. Kind of a thing. Or it's a noble revenge-ish.
Yeah.
Well, it's still funny not good.
Is that in an interview with Sam Witter, he says that you can't trust that vision. Because there's many inconsistencies. Because Savage wasn't aware of Maul at all. Savage wasn't aware of Maul, and Maul wasn't aware of Savage. And all of a sudden, in this vision, it's like they were together from birth until they were separated. It's like, that didn't happen.
Nope. And we get that in Clone Wars.
And then another portion is when Obi-Wan cuts him. he sees it as Obi-Wan launching towards him and cutting him instead of jumping over him and then cutting him.
So yeah, there's inconsistencies in it to where, I mean, obviously it was a story point thing where Maul's
psyche's broken.
I mean, it is. It's not if and or but. It is broken. I mean, where we meet Maul in Clone Wars, he is broken. Period.
Oh yeah,
he's fully broken. So go on.
So eventually, the running gun, Kid Lawson gets eventually captured. We find out his mother's an imperialist. She works at some bureaucratic thing. She's like, well, just obey the Empire, blah blah. It's like, oh, she's yeah. It's like, oh, that's not good. And he gets interrogated by a crow.
Yep.
And he does not come out of that well.
No.
Captain Lawson.
I mean, I'd say he came out of it better than most.
Yeah, well, he came out alive, but
exactly.
Captain Lawson and Two Boots make up, and Two Boots breaks the kid out. There's a chase scene that was pretty good.
That was a pretty cool chase scene, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then where we go from there, they escape.
Maul.
This is where they get to underground, to where it has that sludge lake.
Well, no,
of
Maul
acid.
Maul contacts the Jedi group because he has a way out. The Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn contacted him.
Contacts him. Say, I can get you
Voss.
out. Yeah, who was a lieutenant at this point.
Yep, and he was. And by the way, if you might know, because when I heard his name, I was like, "Why is that familiar?" And I like Googled it real quick. It's like, "Oh, Solo. That's right.
Yeah,
this guy's in Solo."
And so he says, I can get you off planet, but you need to get to these coordinates. And Maul's like, well, I can't get those to those coordinates. Let's contact the cop. Surely he has a way out.
Yep.
And he does. And then they get to the tar pit.
Yep. It was literally almost the entire team was wiped except for Maul.
Well, only the Mandalorians got wiped out. And
that's
the last Zabrak.
Yeah, that's true. But then
they get outside.
When they get outside, that's where it goes wrong.
So the last Mandalorian pawn and Rook are alive at this point. It's foggy. They said, we'll go ahead and scout. They go ahead and scout. 3 seconds later, you hear this, like, oh God, what's going on? Rook comes back. She says, we got to run. There's something out there. And gets pulled out.
Yep. So, fun fact, you hear she gets pulled back, and then you hear like a cracking and then kind of a noise. And so the voice actress, who, by the way, is Ewan McGregor's wife, which is awesome. Which, if you don't know, she's also Hera in Ahsoka, in the live action. Yeah. So she said, like, how, because when they were coming up with the scene for her character to die, she asked Dave, "Is like, hey, I want my lungs like torn out of my body."
I can't show that on a cartoon.
Hence why when you hear it, it sounds really gruesome. And then literally within the next scene, you hear
Vader.
Yeah, and Vader walks in, and everybody's like, "Oh,
run!" Now at this point, I'm just wondering if they're using Vader as
this is young Vader. This is Vader that does not give a damn.
Yeah, this is still very angry, still very hurt, both emotionally and physically.
Yes. So the next 2 episodes, it's literally them running from their lives from Vader.
For like,
oh boy,
I want to say like a kilometer. They're essentially running for a kilometer. It's nothing but Vader and the Inquisitor and the troops with them on the run.
Yep, and oh my God, it was so brutal. Like, and also it was weird. And if you're listening to this and you watched the season finale, it was weird hearing, like, Vader being in the episode but not talking. Like, he was silent to the T, to where like
Yeah.
he meant business, and he was there to kill you, and that's all he's there for.
Yeah. And at one point, it was like a 3-on-1 against Vader, and he was still holding his own.
Oh yeah, it's Vader.
Eventually, both Inquisitors show up,
Mhm.
and then it's like almost like a 1-on-1 duel. They're in some ruins. The non-force users are running off, trying to deal with stormtroopers and lambda shuttles and lats.
Yep. And mind you, like, Maul and I can never remember the Jedi Master's name.
I just had
Starts
his
with
thing
D,
up.
doesn't it?
No, E.
E.
It's like Echo, something like that. Something?
No. Oh God. I can't remember.
Master
But
EEKO.
Eco. Eco.
EEKO. Eco
Echo?
Dio Daki.
Dio. Yeah, Dio.
Let's
That's
just say Dio.
Master Dio. Yeah, that's what they called him.
Yeah.
But Maul's like, this is no, like, Dio's like, that's not an Inquisitor, something's different. And Maul's like, oh God, like, freaking out because he knows it's a Sith Lord, but he doesn't know, like, who is the Sith Lord.
Anakin.
He didn't know at the time. This is still young enough to where Maul doesn't know it's Anakin yet, because he eventually does find out it is Anakin. But at this point, he has no idea.
Yeah. By the way, this is the first meeting between Maul and Anakin ever.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because it's always been Obi-Wan and some other Jedi.
Correct. He knew of Anakin through the war and through the Clone Wars and everything. He knew of him, and because he even says to Ahsoka in season 7, and like
I was hoping for Anakin,
Palpatine.
your master.
Yeah, Palpatine. Like, Maul knew Palpatine was trying to get to Anakin.
Yeah. He was hoping to get to him first, but anyway.
Yeah, that's why Maul called Anakin out originally in season 7, because he knew the plan that Palpatine had.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Ahsoka instead, where Maul's like, crap.
Yeah.
We're screwed.
So eventually the Padawans like 2v1ing the Inquisitors.
Mm-hmm.
And then Maul and Dio are facing Vader. And no matter how often they try to force push Vader, he only gets pushed back by like a few feet. Meanwhile, he's like chucking them dozens.
Oh, it's like, it shows how much stronger he is in the Force.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, like, this is young Vader to where he is just decimating everything.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just so, like, when you first see him, it's like, it just, like, when I watched the episode, like the end of episode 9 where he shows up, it just gave me like Jedi Fallen Order vibes, to where it's like, like, I have to run. Like, I'm not an overpowered character. I need to leave.
And then eventually Mark gets force push off a bridge.
He's not dead.
He's in. There's no way.
First off,
gets killed by
you
that.
can fly with those sabers they have, so
yeah.
He's not dead.
He might have been too heavy for it, but anyway. So he gets force push, and then so it's the Devo versus Crow, and Maul gets chucked by Vader at one point, leaving Dio and Vader 1-on-1, and Maul's like, "Oh wait, this will be a good time to kill off the Master." So he force pushes Dio in the back, to get him,
and where he gets off rhythm. So that's how he dies, and like Vader eventually. So I will give Dio credit here. He did scrape. He did like scrape up Vader a little bit. Just
but
he got him
Vader,
once, and then after that, Vader just like started hammering on him.
Yeah, it's like, okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy. But to be fair, Vader's outfit is meant for combat, so he can take a hit. He can allow for openings to get a better advantage.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah,
and
we see that force push was like, dude, you're an a-hole. Crap.
But what were you expecting? It's Maul. And then eventually Devon sees her master die by Vader's hand. And that finally pushes her over the edge. She embraces her anger and hatred, and then kind of starts owning Crow a little bit.
A bit.
she starts pushing back against Crow, and he kind of falls back. And then she loses her lightsaber, and Maul kind of hands out half of his lightsaber because he can break that in half now. And he kind of holds it out. It's like, here, take it.
Well,
It's yours.
he was
And she reaches out for it and grabs it,
he was always
accepting
able
the dark side.
he was always able to split his saber. All dual wield, all like double bladed sabers can be decoupled.
Well, I don't think his original one in
Yeah, no, it
Phantom
can.
Menace.
It can.
Yeah.
They just never utilized it in the film, but it absolutely can, because the toy line did.
Yeah.
And George Lucas made a lot of money from toys.
So they eventually fight off Crow.
They find out she nicks him in the leg,
retreats.
and then he retreats after that. Yeah.
They chase after him, then all of a sudden there's Vader. It's like, oh shit, run.
Yeah. But then they brought down a temple on him.
Yeah.
Like
run.
Not temple, a ruin on him.
Meanwhile, the non-Force group users, they get on Crimson Dawn's ship. The little guy, the little crime lord of the planet, has been with them this entire time, just trying to survive. He makes it to the ship. The Crimson Dawn's guy's like, where's Maul? He's right behind me. He'll be right here. And goes further in the ship.
It's like,
Meanwhile, the Lawsons and Two Boot are like trying to fight their way there. Captain Lawson picks up, I'm guessing, an early version of the E-Web and just starts blasting stormtroopers to give his son and Two Boots cover to get to the ship.
Yep.
And then he just walks off into the smoke, blasting. He doesn't die on screen, so therefore I'm counting him as alive.
It would be really cool to see him in season 2. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Maul and Devin make it to the ship. They get into space and make it out.
Mm-hmm. And then the final moments is where Devin is clutching Maul's saber.
Mm-hmm.
She
is meditating, kind of.
She's in the corner, kind of sulking and getting angry. And Maul comes out, sits on rests next to her. She gives him his saber back, and then straight up is like, "All right, teach me. I'm ready."
Does she give it back, or she just clutch it?
Or she might clutch
really
it. I don't remember.
She clutches it really hard.
Yeah, but she's like, "I'm ready. You teach me."
Yeah.
Straight up confirming. I was like, "Oh, she's going to become his apprentice."
Yeah.
Oh.
So he finally gets his apprentice.
And then now that's the end of season 1. Obviously now it's just all speculations where we go from here. I don't know how about you, but I'm really, really hoping this is the canonical entrance of their version of Darth Talon.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
kind of wonder
want that so much.
Although I kind of wonder where she is come Rebels, because he's looking for an apprentice and he makes no mention of her. Now, granted,
True.
Rebels was long before this.
No.
What I mean by that is that Rebels was made first, then this was made.
I was about to say, no, canonically, no.
So I'm just wondering how they're going to deal with her, since he's looking for a new apprentice by the time of Rebels.
So here's some my speculation here is he trains her. She becomes like a Sith assassin that he uses to take down his enemies that portrayed him from the Shadow Collective and all that. And she eventually betrays him to go off on her own and do her own thing.
Maybe.
Possibly. Or she dies.
Or she gets killed by the Empire one way or another.
Who knows? I just want to see a canonical version of Darth Talon. That's all I want to see. That's it. That's it. Because, I mean, if we go back and watch Star Wars Celebration when they first announced Maul, and Sam Witwer was in interviews and everybody from a bunch of people, and everybody's been at, specifically I saw one interview. It's like, so we see a red Twi'lek, Darth Talon, and he kept dodging the question. It's like, who? It's like Darth Talon. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it's
yes,
like, Talon?
does.
Who? What? I don't.
Well,
who
here's the
this
thing.
person?
Darth Talon is a very somewhat controversial figure. It's a red Twi'lek, Sith tattoos, but she's very scantily clothed.
Yeah, obviously so with the canonical version, obviously they're not going to have her as scantily clothed. I can see her getting the tattoos and like more of a dark black attire, obviously, but like they're not going to go to the scantily clad version that we have in Legends. Now, also, what's really cool is if you
hang on. Also, another thing about Darth Talon, granted, it's like 150 years after, or like 200 years after Battle of Yavin. And Luke has a descendant.
Yeah, her timeline is originally with Darth Krayt, which is with Jason. No, it's after Jason.
Way after Jason.
Yeah,
way after Jason.
I can't remember which Skywalker it is.
I can't remember either.
Caden, isn't it?
I don't know, but Krayt has Talon seduce this Skywalker.
Yep.
To help convert him to the dark side.
I think it's because Caden goes dark. That's what it is.
Kind of, yeah.
Pretty sure it's
eventually that doesn't pan out, but so obviously this will be a very controversial character. This was a very controversial character if they try to bring that version.
Right. Obviously they would have their own version. She was Darth Twi'lek became with Darth Krayt.
It's a Skywalker that did not want to be a Skywalker. He did not want to be a Force user.
It was Cade Skywalker.
Yeah. He's very much, I don't want to be a Jedi. I don't want to deal with the Force. He took suppressants because his Luke Skywalker constantly bothered him as a Force ghost. Like, hey, you become a Jedi?
You can't do this.
Jedi?
Anyway, what's really cool is the creator of Darth Talon originally wanted her to be Darth Maul's apprentice.
Yeah.
But they were not able to really like kind of fit that in with story-wise at the time. And so they did it with Darth, and he paired it with Darth Krayt and all that. So, but yeah, originally the creator wanted, he originally planned to have Darth Talon to be an apprentice of Darth Maul, which if you look at Darth Talon, kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Red Twi'lek, bunch of Sith tattoos. Clearly it looks like it. It looks like a more Maul inspired. So I can totally see that's happening. Obviously not as scantily clad that we have in Legends because she was a Sith assassin, but she was mainly used for seduction rather than like she used her looks and seduction to get to her targets.
Yeah.
Clearly. But anyway, I don't know if you noticed this. Did you see when Maul was jumping over the pit and he landed, it was in the same pose as Starkiller from Force Unleashed 2?
No.
Because he had his sabers back.
Yeah, because he had to go two sabers. So.
Yeah, he went two sabers and had him like how he let me see if I can find that photo.
No, that's episode 9.
It was episode 9. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Oh shoot.
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
You found it?
Yeah. Well, I'm going through Disney right now.
Oh.
Going through the episode. Okay, let's see if I can print screen this. Nope, it's not gonna. Oh, you dirty buggers. Nope. The screen goes black. Won't allow you to screen capture. But I can see what you mean.
Here it is. Here it is. Here's the image. I'll share it to you.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Starkiller, which I'm guessing is
It's a straight homage to Force Unleashed 2 because it's voiced by Sam Witwer. Who is Starkiller. So, I just sent you the photo. But like that's literally his pose from Force Unleashed 2.
Yeah.
So, which is really freaking cool. God, I just love that. I just love that.
Excuse me.
It's great. So great. But yeah, season 2, we do get a season 2, so for sure.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So
Although
yeah.
I would like to point out, a lot of people think the armorer from Mandalorian was Rook. Not the case anymore. She's been killed.
She did. By Vader himself.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, you have any final thoughts or anything?
10 out of 10 show. It was great. It was worth
you
the
give it a
wait.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Ooh, okay. I would have to agree because the pacing, the style, how they went from a crime drama to action adventure, just the dark tone of the series. This was everything that we would expect from a Maul show.
Yeah.
It's so cool, so good.
And they're definitely expecting a season 2.
Yeah, they already greenlit it.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, they already greenlit season 2. Actually, the week before season 1 dropped.
Yeah.
So it's already been greenlit for over a month. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome to see more. Also to hear more Sam Witwer as Maul. Also, Sam Witwer also helped write the show. He actually went back and reread a bunch of the script to make sure it was within lore, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Because, him being a Star Wars nut. It was great. But yeah, that's all we have this week. Next week we'll get back to the final episode of the War Against Zakul, so stay tuned for that. And then we'll get into a little bit of High Republic after that, which is gonna be cool. So stay tuned for more stuff. And everybody, thank you again for listening to Holocron Histories, and may the 4th be with you.
Clever.
Thank you for listening to Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Bennett Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Star Wars lore. And don't forget, for the Republic!